Sir, Brito sir, live sir.
Sir, start Punava.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Good morning to all. Yeah, on behalf of Theni Melapetta Hindu Nadargal Uravin Murai, Nadar Saraswati College of Engineering and Technology, Vadapudupatti, Theni. Welcome you all to the grand webinar on holistic approach to wellness and fitness organized by the Department of Physical Education. Once again, welcome you all. Let me invite Mr. P. Selvakumar, Assistant Director of NSCET, to welcome the gathering.
I feel very glad thanking the management of TMHNU, our Secretary, Mr. K.S. Kasi Prabhu, and the Joint Secretary, Mr. A. Rajkumar, for providing us this wonderful opportunity and successful gathering of this webinar. Holistic health is actually an approach to life. This ancient approach to health considers how he or she interacts with his or her environment. In this connection, mind, body, and spirit, I welcome our Honorable Principal, Dr. C. Madalai Sundaram, Vice Principals, Dr. A. Solaraj, and Mr. N. Madhavan, Placement Officer, Mrs. T. Archana, my professional teachers, and smartest students. Welcome you all this valuable webinar. I welcome our chairman of this webinar, the resource marvel, Mr. K.PRASAD, founder and director, Ignite 101 Fitness Studio, the Brown Bread Company, Chennai. Prasad Pati Soluna, Nathik Sunday, True and Health Workout Challenge, World Record attempt முடிச்சிருக்காங்க. சார் இந்த நேரத்தில் அதுக்கு கங்க்ராட்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். லாஸ்ட் வீக்ல 2 வெபினார்ஸ், இப்போ மார்னிங் நம்மது, ஈவினிங் ட்ரிச்சி காலேஜ்க்கு ஒரு வெபினார் பண்றாரு. அவர் வந்து தமிழ், இங்கிலீஷ், தெலுங்கு, நேற்றுக்கு 4 லாங்குவேஜ்லையும் எல்லா பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸையும் என்கேஜ் பண்ணாங்க. அதனால இன்னைக்கு வந்து கொரி செக்ஷன்ல நீங்க எந்த டாபிக்ல வேணாலும் எந்த லாங்குவேஜ்ல வேணாலும் அவர்கிட்ட கொரிஸ் கேட்டுக்கலாம். He completes his studies BPES, Bachelor of Physical Education and Sports, MPL, Master of Physical Education and Master of Philosophy in Sports at YMCA College, Chennai. Mr. K.PRASAD, he started his career in the fitness industry in 2010 as celebrity fitness coach, training multiple celebrities in different industries. In this year, 2012, he was acquired as project manager for Hercules Fitness. With his experience in the fitness industry, he has formed Ignite 101 Gym as one of a kind 300-degree step up. Ignite 101 has seen high-ranked Indian Olympians and Commonwealth players and celebrities who use Ignite for developing their lifestyle and fitness discipline. Now the section will be taken over by our eminent guest, Mr. K.PRASAD. Please, Prasad.
Thank you, Mr. Silva. Thank you, Mr. Brito, and thank you, Principal, for having me here. So I'm really very happy to be associated and to do this webinar for all the students. And very good, important thing what I wanted to share is, as Silva already has said, that we had done a world record yesterday, which is maximum number of participants in an online fitness workout. So that was done yesterday, and we had a lot of participation from physical education department. Most of them are from that background, physical education and sports department, and I would take it as an opportunity to thank people, those who've been part of that event. And I would like to go to my presentation in terms of what we're going to see as wellness. Okay, so what I basically feel about holistic wellness is something which I wanted to speak about. Before that, I wanted to give you a gist of why you guys should listen to me. Okay, so basically, see, I did my physical education from YMCA College of Physical Education, where Selva sir was my batchmate, and I'm very happy to be studying with him. And then I finished my MPA, and then I started my fitness journey from there, where I started working with a lot of actors and a lot of athletes. Okay, so the main thing what I learned is coming out of the comfort zone. Okay, so then I started a brand called as Ignite Fitness Studio. So Ignite is in Chennai, in Sterling Road, Nungambakam. It's a full-fledged gym, which is a very, very high standard and high quality gym with a cafeteria inside, and you can have your food inside. So that is one. Second is, I also have something called as Hercules Fitness. So where we set up gyms for people. So உங்களை மாதிரி நிறைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸோ இல்லை பில்டர்ஸோ அவங்க இடத்துல ஒரு ஜிம் செட் பண்ணோம்னா அவங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் நாங்கள் ஜிம் செட் பண்ணி கொடுக்குறோம். அதுதான் எங்களோட மெயின் பிஸ்னஸ். அண்ட் I also have a food business called as a brown bread company. So இது எல்லாமே அந்த ஃபிட்னஸ் ரிலேட்டட் தான். அந்த ஃபுட் பிஸ்னஸ்லையும் we make lot of healthy food which we give it to customers. Okay, so these are glimpse of people those who I work with. I put few. There are many more, a lot of athletes also, those who are part of it. Okay, so going to the topic after the brief introduction. See, when you look at a holistic fitness or holistic wellness, okay, the lifestyle being not அப்படின்னா வந்து we are healthy அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறோம். Okay, on the simple, if you are able to see the slide, are you all able to see the slide? Audible also? Unstable. Are you
ஆடிபிள் பிரசாத், ஆனா ஸ்லைடு தெரியல.
தெரியலீங்களா?
ஸ்லைடு தெரியல சார். உதயகுமார் சார்,
இப்போ தெரியுதுன்னு கேளுங்க
சார். வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு உதயகுமார் சார். சார் சாரோட ஸ்லைடு.
சார் உங்க ஸ்லைட் விசிபிளா இல்ல சார்.
என் ஸ்லைட் விசிபிளா இல்லீங்களா? your side issue.
இது பிரசாத், உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்றீங்களா இங்க?
Just a second. Ipo, is it visible?
Yes Prasad.
Okay, so this is a glimpse of people those who we work with right now at Ignite Fitness Studio, Nungambakam. So there are few sportsmen, few athletes, there are few Halo India athletes also, those who are part of the gym. So getting into the main topic, which is holistic wellness. Okay, so what is very important, I think now my screen is visible, right?
Yes sir.
Yes, great. Okay, see, wellness வந்து நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கிறோம்னா, is Tamil okay for everybody? I can speak in Tamil? Yes. Okay, great. See, நம்ம ஃபிட்டா இருக்கிறோம், ஹோலிஸ்டிக்கா நல்லா இருக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கிறோம்னா, எனக்கு எந்த வியாதியும் இல்லை, எனக்கு எந்த இஷ்யூவும் இல்லை அப்படின்னாலும் நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கிறோம், we are healthy அப்படின்ட்டு. பட் தட் இஸ் நாட் தி ஐடியல் திங் டு டூ. ஓகேங்களா? இந்த கிராஃப் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இதுல வந்து there is something called as a comfort zone. Okay, and if you see on the right side, which is called as high wellness, and of the left side if you see premature death. Okay, this is just the entire graph of your life. Speed coming. Entire graph of your life, and what you see is when you are in that comfort zone. Okay, so you will have no symptoms, you will have nutritional inconsistency, exercises வந்து ரெகுலரா பண்ண மாட்டீங்க, health not on a high priority. இப்போ in most of us we will be in the level of 4, 5 and 6, which is comfort zone. இந்த கம்ஃபர்ட் ஜோன்ல இருந்துட்டு நான் ஹெல்த்தியா தானே இருக்கேன், எனக்கு ஏஜ் ஒன்றும் ஆகலை, எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணாலும் பரவாயில்ல அப்படின்ற ஒரு மனப்பான்மையோட we will go. பட் இந்த ஜோன்ல நம்ம இருக்கிறதுனால பெரிய டேஞ்சர் என்னன்னா, next once you start getting little older, okay, when your stress level is also high, you go to poor health scenario, okay, which is just next to your comfort zone. So you decide whether you want to be in the comfort zone or go to the right side and have a good health, or you go to the poor health side. So this is the basic phenomena of trying to be healthy. You should always fall into the right side of this graph, and you should never go on to the left side. If you are in comfort zone, இன்னைக்கு நீங்க comfort zoneல இருக்கிறீங்க, உங்களுக்கு வந்து எந்த சிம்டம்ஸுமே இருக்காது. அன்ஹெல்தியா நீங்க மாறுற சிம்டம்ஸ் வந்து தெரியவே தெரியாது. ஓகேங்களா? பிகாஸ் உங்க ஏஜா இருக்கலாம், பிகாஸ் நீங்க ஆக்டிவா இருக்கிறதுனால இருக்கலாம். ஸோ எந்த சிம்டம்ஸுமே இருக்காது. பட் இமீடியட்டா ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் ஏஜ்க்கு அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு லாட் ஆஃப் ஸ்மால் இஷ்யூஸ் வர ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். தட் வில் கன்வெர்ட் இன் டு அ டிசீஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் புவர் ஹெல்த்துக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இண்டிகேஷன் என்னது? எக்ஸஸ் வெயிட், பாடி வெயிட் அதிகமா இருக்கிறது. பாடி வெயிட் அதிகமா இருந்தா என்ன ஆகும்? நான் இந்த லெஃப்ட் சைட்ல பாருங்க, புவர் ஹெல்த் இருக்குங்களா? இந்த புவர் ஹெல்த்ல யூ வில் ஹேவ் எக்ஸஸ் பாடி வெயிட். எக்ஸஸ் பாடி வெயிட் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் இமீடியட்டா யூ ஹேவ் சம் டிசீஸ். என்ன டிசீஸ் வரும்? எக்ஸஸ் பாடி வெயிட் இருக்கனால யூ மைட் பிகம் டயபெட்டிக், யூ மைட் ஹேவ் சுகர். Okay, so we will have to make sure if you are in the comfort zone, always go to the right side of the graph, okay, which is wellness developing zone. So in the wellness develop பண்றதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு என்னெல்லாம் வேணும், how holistically you could develop this holistic wellness, how you can cover up everything we are going to see in the slides to come. Okay, so very important thing is there are pillars to this holistic wellness. Okay, and the pillars-na ஒரு தூண் வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். உங்களோட பில்டிங்கை ஹோல்ட் பண்றது வந்து பில்லர்ஸ் தான். பில்டிங்க்கு வந்து ஸ்ட்ரென்த் வேணும்னா அந்த பில்லர்ஸ் தான். ஸோ வெல்னஸ் உங்களோட ஜேர்னி, ஹோலிஸ்டிக் ஜேர்னில வந்து உங்களோட வெல்னஸ் கம்ப்ளீட்டா.
சார் ஒன் செகண்ட் சார். ஹலோ.
எஸ்
சார், ஆடியன்ஸ் ஆர் ஃப்ரம் வேரியஸ் ஸ்டேட்ஸ் சார். தே ஆர் ரெக்வெஸ்டிங் டு ஸ்பீக் இன் இங்கிலீஷ் சார்.
ஓகே, கிரேட்.
ஓகே சார்.
இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் தள்ளி. Okay, so I'm going to be consistent over speaking on English so that all the audience from different regions can understand. Okay, great. So like I said, I'll go back to the slide and say that you never should remain in the comfort zone thinking that you're healthy, you're fit because you do not have any symptoms of illness. Okay, that is the worst thing you could do. Do not remain in the comfort zone. Most of us do that mistake. Try to move to the right side of the graph where you have good health. Okay, if you move towards the left side, you will immediately incur into a lot of other issues which will later on result into very bad health conditions. Okay, so we have to look into other strategies. So what are the strategies for us to be holistically healthy? So first pillar to be holistically healthy would be food. Food is the most important thing because that is the only thing apart from oxygen and water which goes into your system. You are what you eat. What we eat is who we are. Okay, thirdly, and the food which we get these days are become very, very processed. Everything you take, every food, it's somewhere touched upon with either pesticide or either the environment is polluted or the water is contaminated. So what we actually get as food is not healthy at all. So what we have to do is try to eat healthy. Okay, try to bring in food, wholesome food which are healthy. Okay, so immediately say for example, if you go to a supermarket, immediately check the content behind each and every packet. Check the expiry date, check the content. What is there? How much sugar is there? Is there trans fat in the biscuit which you're eating or giving it to your children? These are the main things which you have to focus. The food is the primary main important thing which you need to really focus on. So that's the first pillar. So I will be running through these options and other things, slides faster, and later on what we will be doing is we will be having Q&A. So at that time, if you have any question, you can definitely ask me. Okay, so next thing, very important pillar, the second pillar would be your exercise. So first is your food, second is your exercise. Learn from the community to differentiate fads from facts. Which type of exercise is suited for your body? What are the do's and don'ts of each type of exercises? Okay, so the word of wisdom, I put in a word of wisdom. Those who do not find time for exercise will have to find time for illness. Okay, It's very important today you find time for exercise. So do not think you're busy. Nobody is that busy that you cannot afford 10 minutes or 15 minutes of your day for yourself. Okay. So very important is exercise. And what I see is a lot of them follow a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of internet channels. Okay. Today, there are a lot of fake information. Okay. But there are people, those who just go to the gym for 1 year. Okay. They lose weight and they all become experts. Okay. Just because you cook, you cannot become a great chef. Okay. To become a great chef, you would have spent a lot of time in studying about food and spending a lot of time, making food. Just because you could cook anything, you cannot become a great chef. So do not listen to people or do not follow people who do not have background on training, background on exercise. Just identify if they are certified or not, and also follow only certain channels which gives right information. That is what is the most important thing for you to do. Okay, so exercise, everybody's body has a limitation. Okay, just because your friend goes for high intensity exercise, you should not go. You should know what is right for you, for your age. If you have injuries, what are your limitations? So all this has to be taken care. So the second pillar is exercise. Okay, the third pillar would be sleep. Okay, sleep is something very, very important. Okay, imagine you eat good food, you exercise good, but you do not sleep properly. That's the worst thing you could do. Sleep is the best time when entire all your body is completely recovering from the day to day work. Okay, from your stress, it's completely coming out. Your cells are rejuvenating when you're sleeping. Okay, so sleep is very important. 6 to 8 hours of sleep a day, depending upon how much you require, is very important. A lot of us do not focus on sleep. We focus on exercise, we focus on career, we focus on building knowledge, earning money, which, and we let go sleep. Okay, there is a word of wisdom which I put: pulling all nighters is not a badge of honor, it's the enemy of intelligence, prosperity, and creativity. Okay, a lot of people think that they very proudly say, I just slept 2 hours yesterday, I've been working constantly. Last 1 week I have slept only 5 hours, 6 hours. I mean, they all speak very proudly, which is not at all, right. We have to have that 8 hours of sleep. So what will happen if you don't get proper sleep? You will lose your intelligence, you lose your creativity. These are all things which is very important. If you imagine you don't have intelligence, you do not have creativity, there's no point living. Then there's no difference between you and a cattle, you and a cow. So you are also being, just like another animal in the planet. So what you have to do is, very importantly, focus on sleep. So how could you sleep better? Okay, always try to maintain a particular time to hit your bed, go to bed. So if you're somebody who wakes up early, waking up early is again great. So you go to bed early, say by 9 or 10 you go to bed. So when you go to sleep, make your room like a lion's den. You know how a lion's den is? Pitch dark, complete dark. There shouldn't be one single light. There should not be any mobile phones or laptop or even Wi-Fi signals inside your bedroom. That might definitely impact your sleep. So when there is a blue light, okay, mobile phone la irukkirathu, then laptops and other gadgets have the blue lights. The blue light, when it emits and you see those light, even if you close your eyes, the light hits your eyes and you feel that it is morning. How do you get a sense even when you're closed your eyes, when you're sleeping? How do you know it's morning? Because even though your eyes are closed, your body can sense that light is hitting on you. Okay, so your body thinks when light is on, your body thinks it's still day. Okay, that's why you see a lot of people going to the movie theaters. Why do movie theaters have a lot of snack bar and interval time? Because you're constantly sitting in light and listening to music and stuff. So your body needs carbohydrates, your body needs food. That's why you could see people, those who are awake for long in the night, they tend to eat more. Okay, so you have to make sure your room is pitch dark when you are sleeping. There should not be any gadgets, no Wi-Fi. If you have television in your bedroom, that's a no-no. Bring it to the hall, never have any gadgets next to you, and the light should be completely. So when there is proper darkness, there is a chemical which secretes, which is called as the sleep hormone, called as melatonin. So melatonin helps you sleep better. So if you are not having, if you're having too much of light inside your room, you're restricting the secretion of melatonin in your system. Okay, so that is very important. So third important thing, the first was to have proper food, exercise, and sleep. And going to the next topic, and the stress level. See, we have to make sure we keep our stress level on check. So we have to keep our stress level on check. So that is something which is very important. There are a lot of people, those who do not know that we are stressed. There are a lot of instances where people will not even know that they are stressed. So how do you identify whether you are stressed or not? Okay, the people, those who are stressed, will always have difficult in having proper interpersonal relationship, interpersonal relationship with the family, friends, or people. So that is something which people find it more difficult to have. So you can imagine the anxiety level, people those who are stressed will have higher anxiety levels. Okay, so something is going to come, your exams are coming, you're too anxious, or no, you're going for a sports event, you're too anxious. All this an indication that you're building stress in your system. So we need to know things that will help you get out of the stress. It could be a sport, playing a sport, exercising, or it could be a simple bicycle ride, or for few people it could be yoga or meditation. So these are all things which you need to focus to keep your stress level on check. Okay, and the next pillar of your holistic wellness would be belongingness. Belongingness is called as emotional wellness. A lot of people do not talk about emotional wellness. Okay, emotional wellness is the core of overall wellness, holistic wellness. Emotional wellness is very, very important. Do you feel belonging to the place you work? Do you really feel connected in a place where you're working? Do you really feel connected to your family, to your spouse, to your children? These are something which is very important. Imagine there will be a lot of employees. You would have worked in certain places where you would have never connected, where you would have never gelled with people. Okay, so that should never happen. So if you are sustaining like this for long, you are definitely going to get stressed out. Okay, so you should make sure that you connect emotionally with the people you work. You should have good interpersonal relationship with your colleagues, with your staffs, with your students, with your family members, with your neighbors. So that is something which is very, very important. Emotional wellness plays a major role in everything. So if you are looking at all the aspects like food, exercise, sleep, and your stress level, everything you're checking, and your wellness is, excuse me, friend, yes sir, sorry guys. So that is something which is very important. So the emotional wellness is what you have to focus on. I'm sorry for the interruption, guys. And the next thing is very important, the environment. See, your environment, you imagine you're doing everything and your environment is not right. The air which we breathe, the water which we drink can also impact you. Okay, the pollution around can also impact you. But there are no choices. Sometimes what happens is we will have no choice. The location we are might be like that. Okay, the place we are might be like that, polluted. Okay, but what we can do is from our side, try to keep our environment much cleaner. Maybe from in your home or in your school or in the college which you're working, keep the environment neat and clean. Today in COVID scenario, what are people saying? Always have proper cleanliness around. Always have proper environment around. Okay, that is what will keep you healthy. That's what is primary. That's what is important. So in olden days, if you've seen in the houses, there were never, the restrooms were never inside the house. If you're a South Indian, mostly, I'm not very sure about how it is in North. Your restrooms and everything was always out of your home, okay, out of your house, because even that people felt that we should keep it clean. So the house should be always clean. Your room, a physical director's room, or your school or college should always be inviting. Okay, so that environment, cleanliness, and everything will always impact on your holistic wellness. So these are all the very, very important pillars which I feel is important to have a holistic health. Each topic, if we speak about food, I can keep speaking for years together. If I have to speak about exercise, I can keep on going. Okay, but I just want to give you a basic idea, a gist on what is holistic wellness. If you cater to all these pillars, okay, food, exercise, sleep, take care of your stress, take care of your mental wellness or emotional wellness, and take care of your environment, you will be the one of the healthiest person. So now you understand being fit and being healthy is very different. Being fit, being in fitness and being holistically fit is totally different two subjects. Just focusing on fitness, every day I go for 20 minutes of workout, and you don't sleep, and you don't eat right, and you do not get proper rest, and you don't have a proper, stress level check, then there is no point doing the 20 minutes or 30 minutes of exercise. So in the Ella pillars, you have to take care of all these pillars. Okay, focus on each and every one individually, and make sure every day you give some time for that. And main thing to be holistically well is the awareness. So when you are aware of your things happening around you, when you are aware of what to eat, when you are aware of what kind of exercise you have to do, when you are aware of how your stress level are, when you are aware of everything around you, is when you become holistically healthy. So this building awareness is very important. Today my work was to build this awareness to you. Your college, uh, your Nadar Saraswati College has organized this to build the awareness. I have not come here to talk about fitness. I have come here to talk about holistic wellness, so that you become a healthy person inside to out, and also your environment and people along with you become healthy and fit. Okay, so this is what the main gist of this entire presentation. I always love to spend a lot of time in Q&A. So people, those who want to ask me something related to any topic related to fitness, you can always ask. So now is the time I would want to answer people, those who are willing to ask me something. Yes, guys, is there something which you would want me to answer you?
Yes, Prasad.
Yes.
Uday Kumar, sir.
Sir, hello.
Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
Sir, one participant's name, Malay Chami, have asked how to control hypertension.
See, hypertension, main reason for most of the issues, what I've seen is your body weight. Okay. If you are on a heavier side, okay, and if you are not watching out on what you're eating and your weight is going high and your BMI is not on a normal level, most of the issue comes from there. For example, simple thing I'll tell you, if you're snoring, okay, if your weight is not watched, snoring can start only because you are on a higher BMI, your weight is going up higher. So everything is interlinked. Okay, your body is a one connect, uh, one large kinetic chain. Okay, one issue somewhere might impact something else. Okay, if you're hypertensive, all you have to do is to get into exercising. Okay, and get into exercising which are not on a high intensity. Okay, you're already hypertensive, then look into exercises which will slow you down, which will mellow you down, or asanas and yogas and things like tai chi and all this will help you regulate your hypertension and blood pressure. Okay, so very important thing is to keep your intensity level lower and gradually improve your fitness. So that's what you should focus on. You should never look into high impact exercise, high intensity interval training. These are all the things which you should try to avoid at this point of time. So then slowly, once you become normal, once you become fit, you can look into all the other options. Yes.
Sir, one more question from Malayasami. How to keep blood pressure normal?
See, again, your blood pressure, you have to keep it, if you want to keep your blood pressure normal, you have to regularly exercise and take care of your stress level. Okay. Your BP is higher, then reason could be your food intake and also not having enough rest, and also the stress which is built in your system. To make all this set right, as I'm telling you, one solution for most of the thing is to start your exercising. If you do that itself, you will see a lot of changes happening into your entire system. That is what is primary. Okay. If you're focusing, see, like I said, it's like a holistic way you have to look at. Okay. Do not look as blood pressure or hypertension as the issue. Look at what builds that, what makes that to come. Okay. What is the reason you have that? So if you see that, you will have to address those things. Okay. And then make sure all this will come into place.
Thank you, sir.
There's someone who wants to speak.
Sir, is it audible, sir?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, sir. One more question from Maria Amjad. What diet do you suggest for treating PCOS?
Pardon?
What diet do you suggest for treating PCOS?
See, I will not get into too much on the food part. Okay, though I'm still certified. See, I like to stick into main thing, which is my own thing, which is into fitness. Okay? I always make sure when it is something which is very specific, better to meet a nutritionist, check out your entire system, see how your hormones are, take your blood culture test, see what are the other issues. See, it might not be, like I said, the earlier person, it might not be that particular issue. There will be other issues which might triggering that. Okay, you have to check your hormones, you have to check your thyroid, everything has to be taken care and then look into a solution. The main thing what women could do when they have issues like that is to focus on proper eating habit. Okay. Proper eating habit is something which is very important. A lot of them lack vitamin D and vitamin C. Okay. This vitamin D alone can supplementing alone can, give you a lot of difference, lot of change in your system. Or if you're not wanting to take in form of supplements, you can go straight in the morning. Make sure you always have sunlight hitting you, exercise in the morning, and eat healthy. A lot of good healthy fats will definitely help you out. And as usual, exercising is for sure required. You do all the things, you eat right and you do not exercise, you're not going to gain the proper health. So very importantly, focus on your what is missing in your system, do your proper testing, and then meet a proper nutritionist, get your diet chart done and see what is lacking, and then you supplement that. Maybe you have lesser hemoglobin in your system, there might be iron lesser in your system, so you have to supplement it, then you will have all this issue coming down. Yes.
So thank you, sir. And one more question, sir. Is there any free app for health and fitness?
There are a lot of good apps. Okay, so there is an app called as TDDE. Will my screen also share if I show you? Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
See, there is something called a TDEE calculator. Okay, so what you have to do is just take this, open this calculator, put your information, if you're a male, your age, your weight, your height in centimeter, and it will give you exactly, what is your metabolic rate. For example, you want me to show you, imagine somebody is 20 years old with a weight of 80 kgs, with a height of 179 centimeters. If I calculate this, it gives you your maintenance calories for that particular age is going to be this. So it gives you a BMI, everything. All this information can be taken out with this itself. So now, for example, I have given you this thing. where this will give you an indication of how much calories you need to eat per day. Okay, so this is a very important universally followed tracker which all you guys can use, and you can also benefit out of it. So the calculator is called as TDEE calculator. Yes, and there is something called as MyFitnessPal. You can download that app. It's a free app. So now you know if you have to eat 2,500 calories and you have a MyFitnessPal app, in that you can feed what is your target. So it will reverse calculate on what is your requirement, what you should eat, how much you should eat, how much protein you should have, how much carbohydrates, how much macronutrients you should have. All this can be seen in that. Okay. So one is calculate your TDEE value, and also then take care of your intake through MyFitnessPal. So imagine you're eating 4 idlis. It will tell you 4 idlis has how many calories, how much protein. So these are all indication, a benchmark for you to assess your exercising goals. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And one more question from Archana. Is doing plank twice a day is advisable?
What?
Is doing plank twice a day is advisable?
Plank.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, plank and other core exercises you can do how many ever times you want, whenever you want. Okay, there is no restriction, because these are all isometric exercises where you're holding your body in certain position for a longer duration of time. So it is a low impact exercise. So you can do those exercises anytime you want, how many ever times you want. So there is no hard and fast rules on how only you can do plank in the morning or evening, or how many ever times you can do. Yes.
Thank you, sir. And one more question from Soumya SS Devan. How to control sudden reaction like anger?
Okay. See, sudden reactions like anger and everything. See, if you are like this for very long, then you need to go for a proper clinical way to get this out. Or if it is something which you have developed right now, really very recently, okay, then you have to look into the root cause. Okay, see, there is no point getting upset or anger on any issue. Okay, you have to think practically, use your brain. So there is two different way to react to any situation. Okay, simple. One is to see what has to be done, and other is to react to that particular reaction. So you have to make sure that you do not stress yourself. Okay, whenever you do that, when you're getting angry, start thinking that it's definitely harming you. Okay, anger and frustration and anxiety is only going to affect you first and the other person next. Okay, so every time you are angry or upset, you're getting frustrated, angry on someone, just realize that it is only affecting you first and then the other person. Okay, so try to divert your mind whenever you have such anger situation. Try to move out from that situation. I do most of the time that. Okay, whenever I suddenly get upset or angry at something, I try to control myself and move away from that situation. So that's the best you could do. And again, exercising and all that. See, whenever you exercise, there is a chemical which secretes called as adrenaline. Okay, adrenaline is called as a happy hormone. Okay, if you see a lot of people, those who exercise or people those who are in sports, they will be, most of them will be happy go lucky people. Okay, because of the hormone secretion. Why do you feel happy when you play? Why do you feel happy when you run? Okay, that's the reason, because there is a chemical secreting called as adrenaline, which is called as the happy hormone. So if you want you to not be a person who is too much angry or upset with things, you should look into ways where you could engage yourself physically and mentally into different things, which will keep your body and mind very calm. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And the final question from Amrut Srinivas. How to control temp towards eating junk foods?
Okay, Amrut, temptation towards eating junk food is one way you could do is to have always healthy snacking option with you. Okay, so for example, whenever I travel or I go somewhere, I will always have nuts and good healthy stuff with me. Okay, whenever you feel hungry, you get hold of things which is next to you. You get hold of things which is closer to you. So always make sure you have a habit of having healthy stuff next to you, so that you can immediately look into those as an option. Okay. And then try to avoid eating things which are unwanted. Always make sure you never buy and stock anything which is unhealthy. Okay. So imagine if you had to buy, you're hungry, if you have to go walk out and have something, then you might avoid things. So whatever is in your reach, near to you, whichever is possible, say for your refrigerator, if you're having junk in your refrigerator, so when you're hungry, you're going to open that, and that's going to help you, make you, psychologically want to eat that. Okay. So most of the food, if you see, it is all business oriented. Okay. Products and everything. Say for example, chocolates. Why do people want to eat chocolate again and again? There are certain chemical components which these people put in, which makes kids want to have chocolates. They get addicted to it. Maggie or other products, things like that. Why do you want to eat again and again? Alcohol also is an addiction. Tobacco is an addiction. Okay, so when you eat once and then again you keep wanting to have it again and again. Okay, see, these are all market driven. So we should not fall prey to things like this. Okay, so we have to have always have options which are healthy. Okay. Options. Make sure whenever you eat as much as less product which is packed. Pack பண்ணி வர food வந்து அவ்வளவா எடுக்கிறது தவிர்த்துக்கோங்க. ஓகேங்களா? Then food which contains trans fat, like sugary substance, pastries, too many cakes, uh, chocolates, biscuits, all this have heavy amount of sugar and things which will make you want to have again and again. So stay away from all this. See, initially it will be difficult. I was also a person who used to eat all this. But once you stop that, once you start going for a better option, you will automatically want to avoid. Your interest towards eating those will automatically decline. So that is the first step. Keep things away from you which are unhealthy. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Over to you, ma'am. Malini, ma'am. Kindly unmute your voice, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this event to all dignitaries assembled here. I would like to thank our Secretary, Mr. K.S. Prabhu, Joint Secretary, Mr. A. Rajkumar, and college committee members for your valuable presence in this occasion. It's my privilege to have been asked to purpose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of the Physical Education Department and your voluntaries, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to the honorable delegates who blessed us with their presence and took out valuable time of your busy schedule. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for our esteemed chief guest, Mr. K.PRASAD Raj, founder and director, Night 101 Fitness Studio and Brown Bread Company, Chennai, for this work. I especially like Mr. K.PRASAD Raj's speech where he mentioned holistic approach to wellness and fitness. A way to explain the topic is explanatory. Thank you, sir. I also wish to express my gratitude to our principal, Dr. C. Madalai Sundaram, for providing encouragement and support. I am very grateful to our grateful to our vice principal and placement officer giving us an opportunity to organize this event. I heartily congratulate to all the participants for their active participation in this event. I am happy to express vote of thanks to our staff members who have made this webinar a great success. I extend my big thanks to our physical education department for their support and all our volunteers too. Thank you guys for making this event successful with our contribution. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
And thank you everyone. Thank you, Selva sir, team, and the esteemed principal and the organization for having me here. It was a great experience for me too. And for people, I see a lot of messages now. Certain messages I haven't replied everyone, so you guys can go online through Facebook. You can connect to me, or through Instagram. You can connect to me. Go to Ignite Fitness Studio page, and if I've missed out certain answers or certain people I was not able to reply you, you can always stay connected and follow our page for further more information and exercise help. And that would be good to connect with you people again. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Prasad.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, participants.
Thank you, participants. Thank you.